All right, folks, time to go flying again. Jumping in the R22 here. This time I'm gonna see if I can get some audio. I think I've got a good idea for it, and I will make it so I can record what me and my instructor are talking about. So I'm gonna pre-flight this helicopter really quick. Okay, cool. Let's get into this. All right, I'm gonna turn on my master switch in here. Master on. We need to turn our nav lights on. We're gonna pull up our clutch switch, engage the clutch, landing lights on. All right, and check our fuel quantity. We're just over 1 1/4 tanks here. Let me see what I can do here. All right. Have our required documents. Let me check our lights here. We've got one light. We've got our right side red, left side green. Awesome. Make sure our fuel tanks are closed up here. Here's a Cessna rear blinky light and our rear tail light. All right, looks good here. I'm gonna get in here, turn off the master switch. Oh wait, nope, before I turn off the master switch here, let's get in here, check and make sure that all our lights are working. All right, light. See you, man. He's cool, man. That guy flies all the time. 1, 2, perfect. Fuel light came on. Great, let me close these back up. Awesome, all right. Let me get in here. We're going to pop our clutch off. We're gonna turn our landing lights off. Nav lights, oh, nav lights can stay on. Or off, sorry. Master switch off, clutch back in the down position. Perfect. All right. M&R gearbox cooling hose to make sure that everything is in here. That was a rookie move right there. Just tried to open the damn thing. Cooling hose is good, secure. Looks like we've got oil in our gearbox. These torque points look good. Our chip detector wiring looks good. Perfect. Gearbox bolts and mounts. Let's make sure this thing that looks good, that looks good. Awesome. Make sure our rotor brake is here. And the actuation is normal, which it is engaged currently. Static source open and secure. Yep, looks pretty good to me. Forward flex coupling, check down in here. Flex coupling looks good. Just like to put my fingers all around it. Make sure it feels super good. All right, no chips in that. Yoke flanges, no cracks. Everything looks great here. They just did a 4-hour flight on this helicopter, so just wanna make sure it's safe. Sprag clutch, if I'm correct, my sprag clutch is here. We just wanna make sure that it's not leaking. Yep, that looks good. A little warm, that's for sure. All right, V-belts, upper sheave, V-belts. That looks good. Tail rotor control rod ends. Just make sure they have full actuation. If you look back there, the tail rotor actuates. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera or not. Make sure our bolts are secure. Cool, bolts are secure. Test for play, great. Can't really reach that one. Wiring harness, there's only one. That looks secure. Awesome, our clutch actuator looks great. Looks awesome, the teletemp is good. My upper bearing and teletemp, that looks great. Upper bearing, not leaking more than it should. TNR flex drive coupling. Just kind of run my fingers across this, make sure we've got no chips, nothing that shouldn't be in there. Our yoke flanges look good. I'm very happy with the way this helicopter looks. This one's 99507, so awesome. Tighten that up. Tighten that up. Come down here. Make sure that everything looks great. Our left magneto looks in there, looks secure. Bolts are tight. We've got torque stripes on all of that. Our upper and lower mounts. All right, that looks like that is on there. Our lower mount is that guy. And it looks like it's bolted up. Torque stripe, looks good. Perfect. Our fuel line, which is, if I'm correct, it's this guy in here. It looks great to me. Engine general, no leaks, looks good. Air intake hoses clear and secure. Give them all a good wiggle. Make sure that that's free of debris. Carb heat scoop, that felt good. Starter is secure. That wiring is still a little frayed like I had noticed yesterday. Oil cooler lines secure, pretty cool to the touch. Awesome. Oil cooler compartment. If I'm correct, it's this guy here. We just like to look in there, make sure there's no debris. It's got this cool flap. Lower frame assembly. All of these bolts look good. Looks like they're torqued down. No cracks, no nothing. Our exhaust system is secure. Lower bearing and teletemp. So that is down up in here. It's always hard to see. Yep. Looks good to me. And then we'll check our fan scroll. Make sure that all of the bolts are tight. Everything looks good on it. Perfect. All right, to the back of the checklist. Let's go to our tail cone. I like to feel up and down the tail cone. Feel for any dents, chips, anything, any rivets that are out of place. Should feel like Howard Hughes aircraft. If you might get that joke if you've seen the movie. Let me tilt this camera up a little. There we go. I'll be back there now. Guess I can probably move this. Perfect. All right. Again, make sure that this is attached. Feels great. Oh, that's a little loosey-goosey, but I think that is okay. I think that's up to par. Perfect. We got our strobe, our stabilizers. I like to feel the leading edge and the tail edge of these. Make sure that everything is up to par. Feels awesome, no chips, no nothing. Gearbox oil level. Our gearbox looks great back here. Chip detector wiring, which is, hold on, this guy. And that looks great. A little bit of leakage from our gearbox, but it's still got oil in it. Shaft pitch control, that's these guys. Feels like the proper amount of play. That one's kind of getting a little loose, but not anything I'm concerned about as of right now. I like to put my fingers on every bolt. Try and twist it, try and turn it. If it doesn't, you've got a safe aircraft. Make sure that all of your wiring, your safety wire is in there. Our blades, feel the leading edge and the tailing edge. Awesome. Pitch control links felt great. Delta hinge bearing, that is this guy. Make sure that it's got the play in it it's supposed to, which it feels great. All right. Gearbox teletemp, which is right in front here. Looks great. We've just got a little line on the first one, which is okay. Guard good. Tail cone left side are rivets, so we'll come back down the tail cone on the opposite side of the aircraft here. Make sure that it feels great, which it does. All right, I'm gonna climb up the top of, oh, sorry. I'm gonna check all my stuff on this left side of the engine. Fan scroll looks good. I'm bringing my camera through the through our checklist. Doing a little tutorial. Yeah. All right, let me look. A little high on the oil, but it's because you guys just got back, I would assume. Might have topped it off. Cool. Just because you went on a longer flight?
It was getting closer to 4.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Between 5 and 6, so we put it in there.
Perfect. All right. Our oil level looked good. Upper and lower mounts are secure. Bolts are tight on there. I think I found an idea of how I can record our headsets without being complicated.
Oh, right on.
I can put an AirPod in and record the audio on my phone,
Yeah.
and then boom. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know, I'm excited. I figured it'll kind of, I was editing my video last night and I was like, yeah, there's no audio, I'm gonna have to voice over all of this. but I think it'll be a cool video. It came out to like, or 2 hours of footage, came out to like 20 minutes.
Okay.
That I cut down, and I just wanted to hit on some points that like you were talking specifically about.
That's great.
That way, my little tiny following can get an idea of what I'm doing.
Awesome. I'll be curious to see how the AirPod, if it makes it hard for you to hear.
No, because it's got the transparency mode. So yeah, it's awesome. I thought about that too. It'd be harder to put this mic in there on my ear. Yeah, probably a little not comfortable. Perfect. Everything feels great. Just kind of get a feel for everything. Cool. This feels great. Our zip tie. I just can't help myself but laugh at that every single time. I remember Matt mentioned it to me, and I was just like, "That's the only zip tie on the whole thing." That's the zip tie that holds all the oil and grease in there. Great. Yep, absolutely. PNC bolts. One of those started to feel a little looser back there. One of the, I think it's that upper one, but it's still within spec, 100%. But just noted for future. We still have that, there's still that fray in the wiring, but then again, it's just the starter, right? Perfect. All right.
All right.
Engine check works here. We are flying. Going to.
Yes, we are.
Seatbelts check.
We fly a helicopter today.
Fuel shut off. We're on. Our pedals. Check our full travel.
Metal on metal.
No weird
there.
clicking sounds. Yeah, that would just be a bad day.
I was like, nope, not flying that.
All frictions will go off. Okay, now I know for sure which way that one is. So, perfect. Put our stick in the middle. Got little legs. All right. Throttle full travel. And then
Full travel. Good job.
perfect. Our collective, make sure we've got full travel, and then our blades move.
Looks good.
Always been like a twice guy. Okay, chart light off, which
That's
is
that
that
guy.
guy.
Yeah, good
Yep. Fuel selector, we're already on. Oh, it asks you that twice, doesn't it? Huh? Oh no, fuel selector. That's
yeah,
2
which
tanks.
we don't.
Yeah.
Which we don't have.
Our landing lights are currently off. Circuit breakers in as required. I did check them when I did that, but I guess I can always check again. Never a bad idea.
And then we've got this red collar on this one. This is for the clutch. Because if the clutch light comes on during flight,
Right.
it's okay for a couple seconds, but at 10 seconds, you pull
pop
this
it.
because we don't know if it's malfunctioning and starting to loosen our belts or something.
Right.
It would be a bad day.
That would be a bad day.
Yeah, you just start losing all control of the rotor.
Our carb heat is off but unlocked. Mixture fuel rich guard on. Boom. Boom. Our cyclic right trim off.
That's that guy.
Oh,
So it's
yep.
down.
Just make sure it's all the way in. Magnetos are off. Yup. Our master's off. Alternator off. Clutch disengaged. Strobe on. I might have flipped that off.
No, I actually did.
You
'Cause
tested
when
it?
when we're fueling and I turn on this to look at that, because it's a halogen light back there, apparently they're more susceptible to static than an LED.
Good
so
to know.
I was told to turn the strobe off if you're turning on the battery while
10-4.
Yeah,
That's good to know. Nav lights off. Those are those guys. Cool. And then our altimeter set fuel elevation. You're just about there. Yeah. All right, we can go master switch on. Governor, which is
that's on here.
Yep,
just making sure it's on.
That's the one that I'm always like, what is that? All right, crank twice, hold idle, and then perfect. Oh, do you do it both times?
No, just the last time. Yeah,
time.
whenever
Okay.
you're done with it, you just want to make sure it's all the way. As an instructor, I'm going to do it like 6 times even after you, just to be sure. Because if we start and the throttle's open, it could just get an engine overspeed
Right.
or something.
Start then both. Why does it say start then both?
Because start is when it's cranking. And
and then into
once
the
it
both.
turns over into the both. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Starting. Oh,
Oh, what did we forget? We skipped something on the list.
did I?
Yeah.
Governor on
It's up
throttle.
here.
Oh.
Number 9.
Oh.
Yep.
Hey.
So that's a nice.
That's a good
Good
safety,
feature,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, because you don't want anybody to turn the clutch on with that on.
Yeah. That'd be so bad.
All right. Took a little second for this guy. All right. Start RPM 50 to 60.
Yeah. We just flew so long, so it's just kind of like high.
Gotcha. All right. So the clutch switch, we can engage that.
1, 2, yeah. 2 seconds. That's great.
Cool. Rotor's turning within 5 seconds. Oil pressure 25 psi in 10 seconds.
Yeah. More than that.
Yeah, we're way above that. Alternator on. Turn that guy on. I guess we could probably put our headsets on.
Yeah.
Perfect. We need our nav lights on. Headset avionics, we're on. Clutch light is set. This will be our avionics here. Gotcha. And how far is that volume also? Roger that. Our clutch light is on. We can bring it up to 70, 75%. Yeah. So rolling on your way. Good job. Alright, we're just at that 70. Weather obtained. That'll be contact your filter. That's five. Four, certainly one filter. Clear. Temper 3.9 out. And 1. We're right at that, so that's good. Cool. We've got our wings are variable at 4 knots coming from it. So the direction is changing, but it's just about 4 knots, so not a big deal. Gotcha. MCPV, so you said that's on the back. Yeah. And so our outside temperature is 7 degrees, and we're at sea level. So we'll round up to 10 degrees. Sea level, 22.3, at 0.9 inches in mercury. So that's our mat. Yeah, that's our mat for takeoff. So that would put us at, what is that, 24? Yeah, so 23.2. Yeah, and it's in the safety notice. It's not on here, but when we pull in full carb, add 1.5. 1.5. So 23.2 would be 24.7. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, 1.5. Sorry, you're right. 20.7. But that's past our red line there. We're never going to pass that red line. That's 24.5. So we've got all the power we can. Yep, all the way up to that. Perfect. All right. On a really hot or humid day, our max number, even with full carb heat, might be 23.5. We just got to the red line. Fine. Gotcha. Yeah. Our indicators are we just have to keep on temperature. Our head temp. Yeah. All right. We need to do our so. That's these are the magnetos here, so left and right mag. We don't want to see the percentage on there drop more than 7%. We can take a second. 1, 2, perfect. 5%. All right. Then we'll get it back for 55. Rewind 0 bigger. And then we'll do. Yep. So the other one. Max look pretty. Guys, RPM are rock. Oh no, we have full carb. That rise on that gauge there. I already heard the engine drop, so it dropped about 2%, maybe 4, and that's rising. Perfect. Alright, RP back down. We can leave it like halfway up, just it'll probably go into the yellow once we take off. The ratchet lift up. Sprag check, the bill split. Yep. Oh, there's vibration. Find the tapping spot. Yep. Our needle split hold idle, so we'll just drop. Yeah, we could go up a little more, closer to 80, because it's hard when it's that low to get a good needle split right there. Gotcha. And then I would close throttle. Great split, and we'll keep it idle. Cool. Alright, our doors are closed. Back up more again. Again, little legs. Alright, our cyclic collective frictions are off. Just verify that. Verify. Cool. I will stow my checklist. Governor on, brake lights out. And then the last check is up for low road. Yep. So, how do we do that again? Once you get to 80, we'll take it all the way up to the green, so we'll let it do that. Alright, rolling on your direction. Right. Yeah, nice and slow. Good. And then we're just babysitting releasing it once the governor takes it to make sure it doesn't put up into an open.
Yep.
Perfect. 1. Over 5.
Oh, I was kind of the light.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Good. Get into it. In flight, we don't want it more than 10 seconds. Down here is all right.
Doesn't matter.
So the way I like to do this is I roll the throttle down to the bottom of the green, and then I raise just about an inch, and then I continue rolling off towards you.
Okay.
Until it hits 97. We got the horn and the light right at 97.
Cool.
We'll let it go back up and collect it down.
Awesome.
So that's checking A, that it works, and B, that it works at the right time.
Right.
97%.
Cool.
Alright, and so already as we're pulling more power, we're getting closer to that yellow in our carby.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and pull that carby full up. Yeah, because once we lift into a hover, I already know it's going to be yellow.
Roger that.
Not quite warm enough in there. Alright.
Beautiful.
And so we'll get up into a hover and then just make sure it doesn't feel awkward, no unusual vibrations, controls all feel good.
Alright. Well, I'm going to attempt our hover.
Yeah, you got it.
I already know.
I'm on with you.
Push a little bit of left pedal here. Just kind of...
We'll feel whatever motion we feel, we'll stop raising collective and then correct that. So there you go, yep, little right foot. And then a little bit of right side foot. Go.
There we go. Oh, we're dancing.
There you go.
Cool.
And a collective there. 90 there.
Yep.
Awesome.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not
great.
bad. Alright.
And then I'm gonna let me do this turn
I'm on
real quick.
control.
Yeah,
You have the control.
I'm gonna make sure we do this turn. Our tail clear of that fuel tank in the building.
We're doing a left turn because it's less power.
Exactly. Right.
Awesome.
Well, we have information Charlie. That guy's sitting on the wagon. Alright, we've got information Charlie, and we're gonna request a highway.
Awesome.
So, helicopter 99507 at Alias go with Delta, requesting highway departure. Or Delta, not Charlie. Actually, down here for takeoff, highway departure, helicopter 99507. Alright, go ahead and line up with that center of the runway. Come on with. Yep. And I'll let you do this takeoff, I'll just be here with you.
Alright, we got a plane there to the right, too, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, so right before we take off, we make sure all the warning lights are out.
Yep.
Turn the green carpet. Go ahead and reach down and pull that carpet pull up again. It goes down when we raise the select.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Alright, and so we'll line up here, and we're just gonna ease forward.
Okay.
For this takeoff.
Okay.
There you go, yep. Forward, and then push through that, yep.
Oh.
Go.
Awesome.
Go.
A little bit of right pedal.
Yeah,
Getting
a
straight
little
down.
more forward, push it for 40.
Cool.
Once we hit 40, then we'll ease up on that forward cyclic.
Gotcha.
There you go. And now pull back just a little and let it climb.
Awesome.
Just like that. And now
Was
we're
that all me or was that partially you?
Yeah, I was putting like little bits to make sure we didn't go too far to the left or right.
Cool. No, that felt great.
Yeah.
We'll just swing over the
Yeah,
left.
that was mostly you.
Awesome.
Alright, and we'll keep this climb maintaining 60 knots.
Okay.
And we'll pull in just a touch more power for 21. There you go.
Roger.
Climbing to 550, never above 600 for this part.
Awesome.
Now all we're listening for is they might give us a traffic advisory on our way out.
Gotcha.
And they're also going to kick us off and tell us when to switch to our
one to turn downwind to 1,100.
Sweet. Whoa. Little collective lower.
Yeah, and then forward airspeed.
Cool.
I want to break that 600 just because of their airplanes are going to be above that. They want that. They want to keep that margin there.
Awesome.
Yeah, so good job. 70. Pointy. Probably.
Cool.
Yeah.
Little wind.
Yeah. That variable wind.
Full house.
Oh my god.
I never noticed that.
Noticed that.
Yeah,
How many times have I taken off?
That's like an apartment complex. Yeah, that's great. We're right. I'm down on the collective just a hair.
Good job.
Perfect. Stick to the right of the highway.
Correct. Yeah. traffic, helicopter. Right helicopter, south 10 minutes. On it. 4 miles. Walk at. At that time, we'll pull up to like 21 feet and just hold back at 79. Well, I'm not that bad. That's a little bit very quickly, but it's not bad. Got an aircraft coming out of altitude. You can see him on his radar, but it's not showing what altitude they're at. Right. They could be low, they could be high. No, that's not him. Oh. Yeah, I heard him talk to him. Okay. There's a bird. That's the one that's staying to the right of them. Okay. Those birds of prey, they dive if they're spooked. If we go under them, they might go right into that road. That's good. Oh, I'm going way. Yeah. Yeah, it's drive, go somewhere else. Don't see anybody. I didn't either. Yeah. It's a weird just be reading. Yeah, could be. And they'll even get birds if there's a lot of birds together. Oh, really? So that was only like 3, so I don't think it was that many. I would think so, right? Yeah, if it's like a good flock that's close together, that will go on the radar. Yeah. We got that plane off our nose, well above us. Way above us, yeah. There's some birds there up again. Right, that are nice. Right in the radar. So, they're fighting each other, but they'll probably circle around. So those people plenty of room. Yep. No. Feels like we're right in the thermal there. Yep. Which it'll drop us in a second, and then we'll get that kind of load. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh. So thermal can throw you up, but then as soon as you lose it, you kind of get that low heat, because it's the kind of the apex of the arc. Right. And so we're just, when we're going up, when we're not trying to go up, that's what we're waiting for, is to drop. And it barely dropped us. Yeah. Like, at all. 10 feet. Yeah. That was bad. Heading out to Birchwood. Yes, sir. Cool. Get some more hover practice approaches. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do a lot of the same, just to brush off the rust, see where you're at, and then we'll add in some other things. Yeah, my pickup wasn't too bad. That was pretty. No, that was awesome. Yeah, that was a bit better than. I just wanted to do that turn just because it's such a pitched area. So, in your experiences, the pickups or the set downs harder? Oh yeah, that's a good. I know that's like probably just a set down. Yeah. Because with the pickup you're just picking up. Right. With the set down, there's that anticipation. We got birds. Go to the left. We go to the left. They're all fighting. Yeah, they're all eagles. They're fighting. Look up at helicopter 99507, 5 miles to the south, down to left traffic, runway to the left. Full stop, perfect. They're going to 45 to the right now, they're going full stop. Okay, so that guy's entering, and then we got another girl coming. Roger. Quick traffic, helicopter 99507, left down there, northway, 0 left. We'll do quick air left. Can I hold for this thing one? Yeah, home runway with the left. There's someone on final. He's probably going to turn base before us. Go ahead and on a little. Yeah, and we'll just hold this 400. Cool. So technically, once we pass these numbers, we get 600 and then descend to 4, but we'll just hold this 400. What do you say that's called? Something. Oh, L. Yep, above ground level. Gotcha. Yep. Cool. So he's turning base and he's faster than us, so we'll let him go. Yeah, we'll give him a minute. Yeah. Fly out here. That's like a big X-ray. Alright, go ahead, let that base turn. Oh, you do. Your left. Your left traffic, or you full stop. Fully full stop. Okay. Perfect. Awesome turn. This is my favorite part about flying. Being able to turn. Holy cow, look at that house. Like all windows. Dude, that's we can keep that here. Oh, sorry. No, all good. Yeah, wasn't Googling at the house. Yeah. Holy shit. That thing's huge. Perfect. So we'll start that. Yeah, we'll start that. 16. As we're pulling, it's like be a little bit of right pedal, right? Yeah. My ass side. Right, so it's a little high and a little low.
Yeah.
So we'll nose down to lose some altitude, and then this will reset us.
Gotcha.
Right about there. So we'll nose back. Power down. That's a good glide angle there. And we'll keep that nose coming back to lose airspeed.
Gotcha.
So, and then so we're getting below 40. As we approach 30, we're going to get that shutter. Power, left pedal, yep. So, it'll be left pedal. There we were still kind of aft, like we were bleeding off that airspeed.
Right.
But then we didn't have it. So that's where we could have leveled there. We probably could have made it for those numbers. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll sidestep to this gravel here.
See if I can do that. Alright, there you go.
Alright. And now our wind is coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
So we'll just point some direction and we'll try to hold a hover. With that wind sock's showing a tailwind right now, so we'll go ahead and we'll do a left pedal turn.
Left pedal turn.
Down. Try to point the nose towards that wind.
Gotcha. My body's trying to lead with it, which doesn't work. Not an Xbox game.
Right. There you go.
Cool.
Nice. Good control.
Oh, little left pedal.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Look at that. That's all you. I'm not doing anything.
That's awesome.
Get a nice view of this guy landing.
Yeah.
A lot of people coming in from
Yeah.
That's interesting. Who are all these people? I think it's the same time.
Awesome. Just
Go, yeah.
that wind kind of just pushing us.
It might be.
Could be just me.
Yeah, just try to eliminate any rightward movement.
Let me get into that more relaxed.
Yeah. Going to take it, so you're going to take it out real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Go on.
Got
Controls. You got it.
Awesome. Not too bad though.
No, that was great. Yeah. For the first hover
I mean, I even quote unquote side forward stepped us over.
You did, yeah. And turned us around. I didn't do any of that. I mean, I might have put like little inputs here and there.
All right. Ready when you are.
Alright, I'm on here.
All right. I've got the controls.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
So just a little more left, just like that.
Left pedal.
Sorry, left like this.
Oh, gotcha.
Clear. And then a little aft like this.
Gotcha.
Just here. Up that trip to the right. Go.
Kind of smoothing it out. Kinda. Oh, yeah. Left cyclic does not make you turn left.
Right. Alright. Yeah, not like that.
Oh, left pedal. Just trying to correlate which is which.
Yeah, what's doing what. Good.
Not too bad.
No, not too bad. It's just that right drift, but everything else you're holding straight.
Yeah. Oh. Up to my bed.
Yeah.
Trying to paint.
Go. I'm gonna reset us real quick.
Yep, give me control.
Back to you.
That's nice.
That is very nice. Yeah, it's like you just lock it in. You're right. Yeah. Go. Yep. Small correction.
No.
I know they feel small.
Right. Yeah.
But it's smaller. Micro correction. There, we threw our mess out to our right.
Yep.
direction, it wasn't holding us up anymore. They were going to do it again, coming down. So it's a little up, but then we'll push back down. Right.
Fuel is on the go. Start north, Birchwood.
Here we go.
For traffic, 3670, right side, a runway 0 left,
Let's just walk me to the left, keeping our nose that way. Dude, you're like, I want to say you're better at sidestepping than even hovering. Yeah, I think that's awesome. Which is crazy because yesterday I could not whatsoever. Right? Yeah. It's just like locked in. There we go. There you go. Yeah, if you're feeling it. Much right pedal. There you go. Don't have pressure on them, so I have enough freedom to just move them as I need. Absolutely. So you can feel it. And then at the last second, you'll feel me raise collective. So my fingernails are up. Rolling off the auto and 1, 2, 3. God, almost pulled too much for a second. So we got that like second bounce there. Right. Yeah. No, but I brought, heading went left and then I brought it back. Right. And then I cushioned, but then I gave it that little extra inch, which bounced us. And in real life, honestly, I'll take a bounce. A bounce is better. Yeah, a bounce is better than, split skin. Alright. Now go ahead and look. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Alright. Let's do a hover. Yeah, do a hover and then we'll sit down right there facing this number. We'll do a couple pickups and sit down. Roger. We'll see which one's harder. Oh, I didn't think it's that earlier. I think the set down's because you're anticipating the ground and your mind starts to kind of overthink it. Right. You know the ground's coming and your mind starts to play tricks on you. And there we go. Oh. A little bit of a heavy pickup. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do a couple of those. I'll let you get stationed here for a minute. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Alright, yeah, I would just go ahead and set down here. Nice. Ready? That collective. Be going down. First down. Yeah, we don't want to touch down with so much. A little bit of movement's okay, and if any movement forward is best. Our skins have those little curves. You're right. We side step us over here. Right there. Yeah. You're fucking go off the side. Yeah, just get a little more. Get a little more. Like, take break. Yeah. Coming down. Because of our center of gravity, one skin will touch the other. Right. Not bad. Yeah, that was great. Not bad. That was excellent. Alright. Yeah, now go pick up. Come back up. And any movement we feel will stop raising collective and then fix it with either the pedal, like click, and then a little bit of left right click. Covering yourself. That was pretty. So right. That was really nice. A couple more. That radio is horrible. Yeah. People aren't far away. Birchwood traffic, Mike X-ray. Nope. There we go. Yeah, a little bit of lateral movement, but not much. That was definitely permissible. If it's too much, we're just worried about hooking and rolling. It happens so quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll pick up and then we'll do the side step over there.
Roger.
Yeah, sounds like your AirPod's not down with your
Seems to be working.
Oh, yeah.
Working good.
That was good. We didn't need to like pull that hard on the collective.
No.
That was a very smooth pickup.
Come back over here. There you go. It's almost more collective to sidestep than you know you need for something.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just my brain kind of perceiving it that way.
Right. More than you're anticipating.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad when I'm sidestepping though. My hover still.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Alright, let's get into a somewhat steady hover. Cool.
Okay, that was magic.
Yeah, that was awesome.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, all good. I just didn't want that back snake the hook.
I felt it.
Yeah. Sweet.
Down. Come back into a pickup. Yeah, I think you're 100% right. Set downs are harder.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's just something mentally where you know the ground's coming and really, even once you touch the ground, you're still flying.
Yeah.
You know, until the collective's all the way down, we're not all the way on the ground, and our controls still affect everything.
Right.
Look, right pedal, left finger.
Nice.
Yeah, like butter. That was better. That was better. Yeah. How you feeling? You want to shake it out?
Yeah, not bad at all. Alright. I think I pick up.
Alright, so now hold me in a hover and we'll do a left pedal 180.
Okay.
Yeah, try to throw the pedal into the mix.
Yeah.
How the hover goes. Nice.
Perfect. Like that. Forward and left.
That's very nice.
Super awesome.
Very controlled.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and then keep our nose that way down. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Now we're throwing the pedals in the mix. Yep.
Just the depth perception. It looks like that plane's coming at us.
Right at us.
Definitely not.
No.
Might have actually.
I assume so. Right.
Yeah, it might have looked like it.
Very good hover.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Alright, let's do another left pedal 180.
Okay.
And then we'll stop it once we move over. Practice that fine control. Again, it's just little inputs to the pedal. Kind of a little dance.
It was like a two-step, you know,
Yep.
two-step left pedal turn.
Yeah. Nice.
That was awesome.
That was great control.
Do another one.
Yep.
Alright, bring it in left pedal. Slowly bring it like a glacier. Yes, like a ocean forward.
Yeah. Nice. Alright, so now the opposite is quite different.
Yeah.
Doing a right pedal. Let's do a right pedal 180. Don't be quick, because now the torque is turning our
It's a
nose.
lot faster.
Yeah. Right there you go. And then stopping the turn requires more power. There you go. And that was great. Yeah, that was great. First right pedal turn today.
Still in a solid hover. Alright, let's do another right pedal turn.
Alright.
A little more collective.
Yeah, and it's just keeping up on left, because you see our left is still, it's down further than the right.
Right.
Right pedal turn. We don't want it to get too quick.
Don't want to go too fast.
Right.
Not bad.
Yep, that was a great catch. And once it started to speed up, you were like, oh,
Right, because we've got momentum, right?
yeah,
So,
and if it goes too fast, then we might not have the engine authority to stop it. There you go. Oh, that was like
that was
smooth
good.
one.
That was like butter.
That was
It's
great.
gonna fly right over the airport.
There we go.
That was beautiful.
I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it. That was pretty.
Yeah, it's like I can tell once it hits you,
And then I'm like, okay.
everything.
it's kind of that. I really like your plan A is abort
Yes.
versus plan B is, you know.
And that can apply to so many things.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And I
So good.
totally took that into account in
That's what
rewatching.
you were doing just
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
And in my video, in part of my voiceover, that's one of the things I'm going to talk about. Is
Nice.
like, plan A should always be just to fly off.
Yeah. Right.
And then deeper.
Yeah. You're not going to over the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pick up on the collective.
Yeah. Nice vertical. There you go, right pedal, and that was vertical.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
Prep for this max performance.
Yeah, I'll do a call. Look up there, 99507. We're gonna up gravel spot. All right, lights are out. All our gauges are in the green. My carb heated out is yellow. We'll pull up. We've got all the way up to fuel is sufficient. We'll pull up, not too red line, but close, because we need some area for the left pedal as well. So go ahead and start pulling that power in. Okay. Yeah, a little bit more. There you go. Which more power more left pedal? Yep. That's awesome. A little more. Look out the room.
All right.
There we go. And now inching forward, clear the trees.
Perfect. We'll feel that cushion.
Yeah. Boom. There's ETL right pedal because now the tail rotor is more effective.
And we are centered.
Yep. And we can nose back for 60.
Yeah.
A little bit. And that'll get our climb in.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's that pullback that I was kind of pointing out.
Point your nose back, and then it just it's off.
And I didn't make that a segment in the video. I have to do the voiceover today. But,
Okay. Yeah. Please send me the video.
Absolutely. Yeah, I need that number. Back.
Yeah. On that end of the taxiway that we're just going to glide right into.
Roger.
Right pedal. Yep. There you go.
Keep on lowering our collective here a little.
Yeah, but as we slow down,
we'll get
the shutter. Yeah.
Closer and closer to that shutter.
Yeah.
There's your student.
Yeah, looks like it.
Awesome. All right. Hold in.
Yeah.
Here's that shutter. We're gonna pull up a little. No.
We're bleeding off airspeed, which is gonna come up as well.
It's a nice flare.
There we go. Yeah, that was kind of like a quick stop there.
Yeah.
There we go.
A little bit.
Oh. All right. Go ahead and try to come down right there.
13606.
Kind of a little off there, but
We'll go left of the dot just for that gear. Come back.
Roger.
Have plenty of space.
There we go. All right. Here we are. And into our set down.
Nice. You got it.
Bumpy.
That little bumpy.
Not too bad though.
Yep.
All right.
Alright, so first things first, we just roll over to 75.
Let it do that 2-minute cool down.
Yeah. And then go ahead and do the friction for both the cyclic and the
On.
collective.
And you can just friction it on in the upright position there.
Another awesome flying day here out at Merrill. There's a helicopter we took. That is 907. That's a good helicopter, man. That is a good helicopter. So much fun, guys. I actually have audio this time, which is cool, versus the previous video, which is no audio. We worked really hard on my pickups and set downs, and holy crap, when I started doing those left pedal turns, dude, it just it came to me. I could do a left pedal turn and hold a steady hover very, very well. Holding that steady hover without a turn is a little more difficult for me still, but one thing I learned that they've taught you is they want you to put your hand on your leg, but I have shorter legs. I actually just like holding it because I get a better feel for the helicopter, in my opinion at least. And so, yeah, dude, that was really something, and I hope you enjoyed the pre-flight too. That is how we pre-flight an R22. Not super difficult, not super crazy. But yeah, that was so cool, guys. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. Make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, just keep an eye out. I'm gonna be flying more, doing more lawn care stuff. It is summertime in Alaska. We are just coming into that springtime. It's warm. It's 44 degrees outside right now. So anyways, guys, y'all have a great day. Enjoy. See you later.